City people passing by, never looking in your eyes, like your little life was easy to ignore. You were curled beside a doorway, cold wind blowing through the gray, tiny body trembling on the floor. I could hear the distant saxophone crying through the streets alone, and somehow it sounded just like you. Broken whiskers, tired soul, trying hard to stay alive. Still you found the strength somehow to survive. Oh, midnight alley cat, you don't have to wander back. No more hiding from the storm, no more sleeping cold and warm. Midnight alley cat, I'll carry all the love you lacked. Now your purse swings softly with the band, like a melody I understand. Old cafe on 7th Street was closing down, while the moonlight wrapped silver through the town. I bought a little bowl of milk and watched your cautious movements slow. Every step was fear mixed with hope. Your eyes were tired but shining like tiny stars, still fighting, refusing to let go. Then you placed your paw in mine, and in that small and quiet time, the lonely city finally felt like home. Some hearts break without a sound, some dreams fade in the rain, but love can find the lost again. Oh, midnight alley cat, you don't have to wander back. No more hunger, no more pain, no more hiding in the rain. Midnight alley cat, the world was cruel, but look at that. Now you're sleeping peacefully tonight, curled beneath the golden light. Now every morning starts with little footsteps near my bed, tiny meows and sleepy stretches tilting your fuzzy head. You chase the sunlight on the floor, you don't fear the dark no more, and every scar you carried fades away. Funny how a broken stray could somehow save my soul one day. Guess healing works both ways. Winter faded into springtime overnight. Now your fur glows warm beneath the morning light. You greet me at the kitchen door, like you've lived here forevermore, king of every corner in the room. Neighbors stop and smile at you, children wave whenever you stretch beside the flowers in bloom. Sometimes when the evening falls, I still remember empty halls and how close we came to missing you. Life can change with just one chance, one moment of kindness shown. A little love can turn a street into a home. Oh, midnight alley cat, you never have to wander back. The cold streets are far behind. Now forever you are mine. Midnight alley cat, you turn my lonely world to jazz. Every heartbeat swings in harmony. Now your song lives inside me. Soft rain falling on the avenue tonight, but you're sleeping safely by the firelight, while an old saxophone still plays through the smoke and midnight haze, and your gentle purring keeps the time keeps falling down tonight. Streetlights glowing soft and bright. Somewhere far a saxophone cries underneath these midnight skies. Old cafe on 7th Street, jazz and footsteps in the heat. People rushing home again, trying hard to dodge the rain. Then I saw beside the wall something fragile, weak and small. Tiny eyes that looked so tired, like hope itself was slowly dying. Your fur was soaked, your body cold. The city night so dark and old. Yet somehow through the pouring rain you still fought through the pain. Broken soul with weary eyes, still a little spark survived. Even when the world walked by, you kept holding on to life. Rainy street serenade, a lonely song the city played. Cold nights fading far away. Love has found you here today. Rainy street serenade, no more fear and no more pain. Now your tiny purring sound turns this house into a home. Bought a bowl of milk for you, watched your cautious movements too. Every step was slow and scared, like no kindness had been there. Still you slowly came around, tiny paws upon the ground. Then you looked into my eyes like the rain had finally stopped tonight. Saxophone was playing low, warm cafe lights began to glow. And for the first time in a while you closed your eyes and stayed a while. Sometimes hearts can heal again, even after endless pain. Sometimes all a soul may need is someone kind to finally see. Rainy street serenade, a broken world begins to change. None are sleeping in the cold. Now your story turns to gold. Rainy street serenade, every scar begins to fade. Now your little footsteps dance like jazz rhythms in romance. Winter slowly turned to spring. Now I hear your playful things running through the morning light. Sleeping softly every night. Neighbors smile whenever you stretch beside the window view. Funny how one rescued stray could chase loneliness away. Now the old cafe still plays soft jazz through the smoky haze. But the saddest song is gone since the night you came along. No more alleyways and storms, now you sleep so safe and warm. No more hiding from the rain, no more carrying the pain. Maybe I rescued you that night, but maybe you saved my life. Two lonely souls somehow became a sweeter song inside the rain. Rainy street serenade, the sweetest song the city made. street serenade. Rain keeps falling on the avenue tonight. Neon reflections glowing softly in the light. Somewhere in the city haze, a lonely saxophone still plays, while the midnight streets keep humming low. I was walking past the old cafe at closing time, street lights flickering while the taxis rolled on by. Then I saw you by the wall, small and weak beside the storm, trying hard to make it through the night. Tiny paws on freezing ground, no one else was looking down, like the world forgot your little life. But your tired eyes still shine somehow, even through the cold, somehow, like a star refusing not to fight. Broken whiskers, weary soul, still you held on through it all, searching for a little kindness in the rain. Oh, midnight alley cat, you don't have to wander back. No more hunger, no more pain, no more hiding from the rain. Midnight alley cat, I'll give you all the love you lacked. Now your purring swings so soft and sweet, like jazz dancing through the street. Bought a little bowl of milk from the corner store nearby. You stepped slowly from the shadows, scared but curious inside. Every movement filled with fear, like the world had not been kind for years. Still you came a little closer to me. Then you placed your paw in mine, and in that quiet moment's time, the lonely city didn't feel so cold. The saxophone began to play, like the night knew you were safe, and somehow both our hearts began to heal. Some hearts break without a sound, some dreams get lost and never found, but love can light the darkest avenue. Oh, midnight alley cat, you don't have to wander back. No more sleeping all alone, now this little place is home. Midnight alley cat, your broken world is turning gold from black. Now your tiny footsteps keep the beat, like jazz moving through the street. Slowly faded into warmer April skies. Now you chase the morning sunlight, dancing through the blinds, stretching softly on the floor, king of every room once more, like you were always meant to live this way. Neighbors stop and smile at you, children wave whenever you sleep beside the flowers in the afternoon. Funny how one rescued stray could chase the loneliness away and turn a quiet house into a home. Now every night beside the firelight, you curl close and close your eyes. No more fear inside your heart, no more running through the dark. Every scar's fading slow, every day your spirit grows, and your gentle little purring sound feels like heaven all around. Maybe I rescued you that night, but maybe you rescued me too. Guess lonely souls can find each other. music leads them through. Oh, Midnight Alley Cat, you never have to wander back. The stormy nights are far behind. Now forever you are mine. Midnight Alley Cat, you turn my lonely world to jazz. Every heartbeat swings in harmony. Now your song lives inside me. Midnight Alley Cat, no more fear and no looking back. Now your sleepy purring melody plays forever next to me. Rain still falling on the avenue tonight, but you're sleeping safely by the firelight, and the old saxophone still plays to the smoky midnight haze, while your gentle purring keeps the time. My sweet midnight alley cat, my sweet midnight alley cat. Neon lights are glowing low tonight. Rain keeps falling on the avenue outside. Taxi tires hum a lonely tune underneath the silver moon. People rushing through the cold, stories left untold. City shadows passing by without looking in your eyes. Then I saw you near the alley wall, tiny body, scared and small, wet fur trembling in the rain, trying hard to hide the pain. Streetlights shining blue and red, while the world moved on ahead. Still your little heart held on, though the night felt cold and long. You were fragile, you were warm, trying to survive the storm. Yet somehow your eyes still glowed like hope, refusing to let go. The cat beneath the neon light survived another lonely night. Through the cold and through the rain, still your spirit stayed the same. The cat beneath the neon light, now sleeping safe and warm tonight. No more fear and no more cries, only peace beneath these skies. Old jazz music from a bar nearby, mixed with thunder in the sky. I bought a little food for you, not knowing what your heart went through. You stepped slowly toward the sound, tiny paws upon the ground. Every movement filled with fear, like kindness rarely brought you near. Then you rubbed against my hand, and somehow I began to understand. Lonely souls can recognize the sadness hidden in each other's eyes. Some hearts break so silently, lost inside the city streets. But even in the darkest rain, love can bloom again. The cat beneath the neon light no longer walks the streets at night. No more hunger, no more cold. Now your story's turning gold. The cat beneath the neon light brought warmth back into my life. Every purr and every sound turns this lonely house around. Now the mornings feel brand new, sunlight shining next to you, stretching softly on the floor like you've lived here evermore. your smile whenever you watch the rainy city view. Funny how one rescued stray could chase the loneliness away. Sometimes when the neon glows and the midnight saxophone flows, I remember where you were, cold and hidden by the curb. Now you sleep so peacefully, dreaming safely next to me, far away from stormy nights beneath the fading neon lights. No more alleyways alone, now this little place is home. No more running from the rain, no more carrying the pain. Maybe I rescued you that night, but maybe you rescued my life. Two broken hearts somehow became a sweeter song inside the rain. The cat beneath the neon light turned darkness into warmth tonight. From lonely streets to loving arms, now you rest so safe and calm. The cat beneath the neon light, your tiny soul still shines so bright. Gentle purring sound feels like jazz the whole world found. Neon lights still glow tonight. Rain still falls outside, but now you're sleeping warm and safe, curled beside my side. Sweet cat beneath the neon light. Late night café, smoky air, soft jazz floating everywhere. Rain taps gently on the glass while the midnight moments pass. Old saxophone begins to cry underneath the city sky. People laughing, people gone, while the jazz keeps drifting on. Then I saw beside the door a tiny cat upon the floor. Little whiskers soaking wet, the saddest eyes I'd ever met. Tiny paws and trembling tail, fragile like a paper sail, trying hard to stay unseen, lost between the city dreams. To hide away, even broken hearts can find a little peace tonight. Jazz and little whiskers, softly changing everything. Tiny purrs and midnight songs, healing hearts that once were wrong. Jazz and little whiskers, dancing slowly through the room, like an old sweet melody, bringing lonely souls to bloom. Bought a little bowl of milk, watched you move so slow and still. Every step was filled with fear, like the world had not been kind for years. Yet you looked into my eyes underneath the neon signs, and somehow without a word, the saddest song I'd ever heard turned into a softer tune beneath the silver city moon. Some souls wander through the rain, carrying invisible pain. Sometimes all they really need is kindness gently seen. beside the fire. Tiny footsteps on the floor feel like music evermore. Now the mornings feel alive, sunlight dancing in your eyes, stretching softly by the chair, like you've always belonged here. Funny how one little stray could chase loneliness away. Now the cafe songs we hear feel much warmer with you near. Rain still falls outside at night, neon colors glowing bright, but the loneliness is gone since the night you came along. No more cold and empty streets, no more searching endlessly. Now your tiny heart can rest, sleeping gently on my chest. Maybe I rescued you somehow, but I finally realize now you rescued me right from the start with your quiet little heart. Jazz and little whiskers turn my silence into song. Now this little home feels warm, like the place where we belong. Jazz and little whiskers, soft piano, candlelight, tiny purring next to me makes the whole world feel alright. Late night cafe, smoky air, soft jazz floating everywhere, and beside the firelight glow, little whiskers, dreams slow. My sweet jazz and little whiskers.